and thank you for purchasing from River Valley Power and Sport. Here's going to be a quick delivery of a Yamaha 242 Limited S. If you did not purchase a Limited S, everything will be very similar to what I'm going to show you here. We'll take a look here quick at the tongue of the trailer. It's going to be a 2-inch ball. When you hook it up, you put the pin in, latch it down first, put the pin in. If you're backing up and the surge brakes keep locking up, this is your stop. And put it in here. If you don't have somebody with you, put a little tape over that so it stays put and doesn't fall out. Right here, we've got a 5 flat to 7 round hookup. So if you've got a standard GM vehicle and need a 7 round adapter to a 5 flat here. We've got our safety chains here, and then you've got your safety surge brake stop right here. This is if it is disattached from the vehicle, it will lock up the surge brakes and not cause any more harm. Up here, we've got a standard winch, just like on most trailers, with the safety chain. Make sure everything's nice and tight before you take off for the day. Over here, we've got our collapsible tongue. It's a simple cotter pin. Pull the pin, and now you can fold your tongue. Now we'll take a look inside of the boat. Alright, now we're inside of the 242 Limited S. Blue packet is going to be your boat owner's packet, which will be found on the passenger side in the glove compartment. Lots of quick reference guides in here. We do have an owner's manual here. Safety operation instructions, quick reference guide. We do have a basic orientation DVD here. Carbon monoxide guide. Your Clarion headset for your stereo. User manual is right there. Kill switch right here, which I'll show you about more in a little bit. We have a tool pouch here. And then the most important one is your flush attachment. What you do with this is you thread it onto your garden hose first, put it in here, quarter turn and lock, and that is how you run your boat on land and provide water to the motors. You never want to run the motors without water for more than about 5 seconds. Going into the engine compartment, we're going to find oil check dipsticks right here. They're black. And if you are changing your own oil, you will put your siphon tube right down the dipstick and extract it out by hand pump. Over here on top, both motors, we've got oil filters here and here. This is your air boxes here. Your air filters will be inside, housed there. This big long white hose here is going to be a cockpit bailout, so if you ever do take on water, it's going to go straight out the back instead of inside the engine compartment. Way down in the very back, you will see a bilge pump, and that is how you pump the water out of the boat. One more maintenance item we're going to talk about is right on the drive shaft, all the way back down. On the right hand side, it is angled a little bit. It looks like a black little nipple with a yellow dot on top. That is a grease zerk, so go ahead and grease that at least once a year when you do your service, and I do recommend that you check that mid-season as well. Moving forward, in here is going to be where your cooler is. Also, your water sport mirror is going to be in there if your boat came with that. And then also, if you ever do want to take your tower down, these handy little guys is what you're going to use to stop the tower from going down any further. So go ahead and drop your tower all the way back there. Take the nut out, and you're going to replace it with this so it doesn't come down any further and further damage your windshield. Up here at the helm, I'll spend a little bit of time here. We're going to have a kill switch, which I showed you inside of the owner's packet. Will go right here. It'll clip in there. And if you ever do take that off, it will kill the motors as if you were falling out of the boat. Neutral operation is right here. They do have to be in neutral for the boat motors to start. Over here we've got tilt steering. Here's your blower. Operate 4 minutes prior to starting motors and at low speeds. Ignition switches here. Bilge pump here. Do have that on every time that the boat is in the water. That way the bilge pump float can activate if it needs to. We've got a 3-way switch here for navigation and anchor light. Navigation to the right, middle is off, and over to the left is your anchor light pole only. Right here's your docking lights up front. Tower lights on the left, middle is off. Again, a 3-way switch. All the way to the right is going to be your clearance lights, which will shine down right here, plus your tower lights on top as well. That's your horn. All of these black little nipples are just resets if you ever do pop a breaker. Down here we've got a 12-volt power outlet. We've got an auxiliary plug-in for USB and MP3. Shower pump right here to turn on your freshwater shower in the rear. Over here we've got no wake mode and cruise assist. No wake mode you can operate once you put the throttles in forward, hit the button, it'll notify you on the digital information center, and you've got 2 more selections from there. Cruise assist will be the same idea, only you're going to be going faster, and then you've got 9 more selections either up or down from there. And again, look on your digital information center, it'll tell you what step you're in. In the digital information center you'll find you have a lot of information, more than you really need to be honest. Usually what I'll do is have a depth finder on one, the other one's going to be fuel consumption, so I can monitor how I can be fuel efficient with the boat. Captain's chair is adjustable from side to side, and then you can pull the other way with it and it'll go front and back with a flip down bolster. We'll go up here to the front. There is filler cushions. They should be located in front of the passenger seat when you receive the boat. And then we do have this nice feature here for a resting pad that just falls in, and it is connected to the bottom of the cushion. Over here we're going to have your bow ladder. Pretty easy system. Plus this is where your Yamaha boat anchor kit goes, and it does fit in there. Works very well. Here's your big storage compartment. In here again you should find your bow filler cushions, possibly your filler cushion for the walkthrough in the rear. You will also find your table in there. To convert your lounge, just pull the black release handle located on the bottom towards the front, and now you've got your adjustable lounge. Lastly, I'm going to show you in here is your dual battery system with switches. If we can get the video over here so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. All the way up and vertical is going to be the off position for all. You've got a house battery, and we have set you up with a deep cycle battery for operating at the beach if you wanted to run your stereo and hear some music. And then you're going to simply flip it over to your start battery when you go to start the motors. Also, have them on if you want them both to charge. If the house battery is off and you're only running with the start battery, you will not charge the house battery. So make sure that these are both on when you want to charge the battery. Over here we're going to shut these back off, and we've got an emergency parallel if you need to pull off of another battery because one is dead. Also in here we've got your anchor pole. Just simply fold it, slide it down, thread it in, and this can only go in one way on the starboard side towards the aft. We'll finish with another boat, and I'll show you how to clean out your ports if you ever do suck up a stick or a ski line. Alright, lastly we're going to show you how to clean out your ports. If you ever do suck up a stick, you will notice the cavitation. You're not going to have any power. Do not panic. Just simply shut the motors off, come to the back, release the handles on both corners here to open this up. If you did not switch off the ignitions, there is safety switches here. It will kill the motors if you open this up. Down in here, we'll release our clean out plug. Grab it with 2 fingers like this, put your thumb on to release it, and then simply push back down when you get it in to lock it back in. Give her a couple of good tugs. Make sure it's in there real securely. You don't want that blowing up against your hatch. That's it for there. And then one last thing, I want to show you how to fill up your freshwater tank if you did buy a 242 Limited or Limited S. Those are the models that come standard with this. Simply thread your garden hose on there. It'll accept 10 gallons, and then that's going to be all. She's going to be full. Take this out, hose the feet off, get the sand off before entering your boat, and everybody's happy. All right, lastly, we want to give you a big thanks, and I'm going to give an introduction of everybody that was involved into your deal. Again, my name is Kyle Price. I'm your salesman. This is Al. He is our business director, and he's also the one that handles all the financing. This right here, this is Ron Gora. He's our sales manager. And over here, we've got the store manager in the Red Wing location. His name is Shannon.
Thank you for your purchase.
All right, that's about all. You know the number. Call me day or night with anything you need, and we'll talk to you soon.
Appreciate the sale, Brad.
Thank you, Brad.